Uh,
Good
Hello.
evening, sir. My name is Balunya, Chairman of PALV Africa, and I would like you to tell me about yourself and today's function.
Okay, good evening. My name is Santo Deng. I'm originally from Sudan. I'm the chair of the Sudanese platform here in the Netherlands, as well as the chair of the Diaspora Forum for Development. Diaspora Forum for Development is a platform of migrant organizations coming from Asia, Latin America, and Africa. And we do work for actually lobby and advocacy on behalf of the migrants, issues pertaining migration and development, and it's also for empowering migrants actually to become much more engaged and much more involved in the migration and development issues. The third issue is also actually much more of capacity building for migrant organizations, so that we can empower them also and to become actually even much more active in their respective countries, countries of origin, as we say, and also the host country, in this case, the Netherlands. The event of today is a General Assembly meeting for all the member organizations. And yeah, we are almost finishing now, and I think most of the member organizations are here. They've attended the meeting, and we're still deliberating. We just had our dinner, and we'll be going back actually just to finalize the last point of the agenda, and then by that time I think we'll disperse and go back home to where we came from. So yeah.
So, when was DFD launched?
DFD was launched officially in March, in end of March 2007. That's when DFD was launched after a two-day expert meeting. It was also included actually some migrant organizations coming from I think 16 countries. And after this expert meeting, people have decided to actually set up the Diaspora Forum for Development. That's where the DFD comes from. And yeah, 3 years later, the organization is still functioning. We are now in 2010, and we are proud, and I'm proud actually myself to be part of this group of very excellent migrants and diasporans. And yeah, they're still functioning, but it's also with challenges. The challenges are also very good.
And what are your achievements today?
Achievements, I think we set the agenda of migration and development on the card, and I think the migrants, that we made migrants actually much more visible and much more empowered, I think, within the course of these 2 years. Having said that, doesn't mean that we have reached actually the end of the road. We are still working on so many issues. I guess there are a lot of challenges that we still need to realize. But I think we do have some achievements in regard to how we manage to bring migrants and diaspora together, varying from these these three continents, and it's a challenging issue actually, and I think our strength is much more in the how do you call it, the diversity, complementarity in the diversity. So I think we've achieved a lot as the Diaspora Forum for Development, and I'm sure you, Ali, from Pearl of Africa, you're also part of this success. And there are challenges, and we are happy that yeah, to face these challenges all together, not as one, and that's what makes it actually much more stronger. Because as one, as united, I think none of the external factors actually matters afterwards. Because if you stand as one, united, you always will overcome things. Because you will always find a shoulder to cry on.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. Now you can.
Yeah, thank you. So where are you going to post it? What are you
More handsome than normal.
More handsome than normal.
So, can you tell me who you are and what organization you represent?
I'm
Muhammad Jamal, and I'm General Coordinator of New Sudan Organizations Network. Other questions?
That's for now. Thank you.
It's okay.
You always have meetings.
Good evening, sir. Can I know who you are and what organization you represent?
Because I'm more handsome this way. Ali. I am Vasco Fernandez. I represent Damayang Filipinos Netherlands. It's a 24-year-old association that is trying to help Filipinos here and Filipinos back home. We have some recent projects, and our recent projects is a UN, ECUN project that is meant for 6 towns in the Philippines, and it's going to build up social enterprises and partnerships with the LGU, with the OFW families, rural banks, co-ops, and the right. And we hope that by the 15th month, we are going to be able to come out with 6 enterprises and that are invested also by diaspora here in Netherlands and in Europe.
Thank you very much. That's a very big one. I know who you are and what you're doing here.
My name is Christine Among. I'm the chairperson of Foundation Mama Toto. I'm here on a meeting, General Assembly with the DFD concerning building our don't know. Sorry,
Good evening, madam. Can I know who you are and what you're doing here?
My name is Grace from Stichting Habagat. I'm attending the General Assembly of the Diaspora Forum for Development, working for projects in the Philippines, and we are promoting hometown associations.
Thank you very much. And you, sir, can I know who you are and what organization you present?
My name is Ibrahim Daula. I'm representing the Power of Africa Foundation at the Diaspora Forum for Development, and I'm a member and the coordinator of the Youth Sports and Culture Committee.
Thank you very much. Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Can I know who you are and what you present? Your names and what group you present?
Özden Yolum, Mind, Stichting Mind.
And what are you doing here today?
I'm presenting a report that we have made in a committee to deal with some constitutional issues of the organization and point out the missing links in our regulations, and that's what we presented.
Thank you very much. Good evening, madam.
You're going to be interviewed?
No.
Yeah, can I know who you are and what organization you present?
I'm Doris Alfafara. I'm representing here in DFD as Multicultural Women Peacemakers. But in Multicultural Women Peacemakers, I am representing Stichting Habagat, a Filipino organization who is working for peace and development.
Thank you very much.
It was a drum
you
for peace.
Yeah, you came next.
Good evening.
Evening to you.
Yeah, can I know who you are and what organization you're representing?
My name is Anthony Ungayo. I'm from Kenya Association in the Netherlands.
Thank you.
Sir,
And you, sir?
what do you want?
Your names and what organization you present?
My name is Rudesa Badura. I'm representing Gurmu Foundation.
Thank you very much.
What for?
And you, sir? Can I know who you are and what organization you represent?
Garasu and from Gurmu Foundation. Gurmu Foundation.
Thank you very much.
Die nog steeds gewoon in die stoel ligt, gewoon dan wil iedereen stilaan verwijst naar ons en dat is...
Ja, nee, is goed. Ja, zo.
Good evening. Can I know who you are and what organization you represent?
I'm from Georgian Diaspora. I'm chairperson van de Georgian Diaspora.
Thank you very much. Good evening again.
Good evening.
Can I know who you are and what organization you represent?
I represent the Federation of African Refugee Organizations in the Netherlands. AFON.
Thank you. Great, still looking.